week. Is Fabinho, Graham, emerging as a key character in Liverpool's midfield now?
Yeah, he keeps it simple. He's got a defensive head, so he senses danger and deals with it. I'd like him to be a little bit more forward-thinking at times, but I think that's, Jamie Carragher touched on it earlier. They've got a very workmanlike midfield, which you would hate to play against because they're always after you when you have the ball. They never allow you to get your head up. I'm surprised that it took him so long until we actually saw him play in the Premier League. It's as if he was maybe struggled to catch up with the pace of our intensity of our game coming from French football. Yeah, he's made his mark, and I think he'll only get better.
Gary Neville's talked before, Tim, about him being a player of real composure in that central area. What do you like about him, or what he's brought to this Liverpool team?
I think one of the big reasons for the success at the moment is he's got the steely defending. When you've got a player that sits and holds, he knows his job. He fills in all the holes. The other week he played at centre back, didn't make a mistake, but you can trust him. So he's one player that I feel that's got everything for this Liverpool squad. But I think the elements that he brings is the composure and the trust in that midfield.
So I think he's primarily he's got a defensive head, so he's thinking danger first. He's thinking, where are the gaps? We've got the ball, people have run forward. If he gives it away, where's the danger? That's his first thought in his head, which is for that holding position, for the deepest line midfielder. That's a great train of thought to have. The only criticism you'd have is he got the look one way and slip someone in with a clever and cute pass. We've yet to see that, but he's a real asset to him. I think going forward he'll be one of their main men.
Jamie, you want to talk about some of the front players as well. We haven't got time for everything today, but when you consider that one of their front players who scored so many goals last year is struggling for form right now in Mo Salah, and you've got another one in Sadio Mane who seems to be making up for it. Would you go with an argument that Mane is actually more important for Liverpool than Salah right now?
Absolutely, yeah, he's the man. I think he does, on the defensive side, he does a real job for the team. He makes things happen, he's brave, good in the air, and he's just so powerful, and he's a man in form. Every time he gets the ball, you think something's going to happen. He just lights the place up. And I'm sure, listen, in a way, I thought it might have helped Mohamed Salah that there's more people looking after Mane and the fact that we're giving him more space, but it hasn't really worked that way. But I still expect Salah to have a massive impact. But Mane right now, out of the two, for me, is the main man.
I think if you could buy any of the three strikers right now, he'd be the one you'd go for.
Mane?
Yeah. I think he's a rascal as well, Did you see midweek he left is it Thiago Alcantara for Bayern Munich? I mean, he gets angry with people. I mean, he's all there. If you look at him physically, he's a great specimen. The other thing I really like about him, when he's not having a good game, he still wants the ball. I mean, and I've seen him have absolute stinkers, and it's just because he wants to take the ball in every opportunity. But he's a fabulous player. Fabulous player.
Isn't that a lovely position to be in, Tim, for Jurgen Klopp, when one of his star men is perhaps not producing what he was last season, certainly in terms of weight of goals, the other one steps up.
See, but I think that's what you need the squad of players for. For me, Salah, having a bit of bad form is not that bad. Many Premier League clubs will take him tomorrow, whereas Mane now has most of the attention, which I think is a good thing, because Salah sort of looks like he needs a breather. He needs some space. He needs someone else to take the mantelpiece and let Salah just do his thing in the background, because there's so much onus on him to be the main man. And when you're in a squad, it just might need that, Mane, you take the mantelpiece, let me do my thing, I'll put a ball in the box against Bayern Munich and you score, things like that. So.
But sorry, Jimmy, go on.
It's about Lallana as well, the fact that he's brought him in today, just because at times we do worry about Liverpool's midfield lacking that bit of guile, but he brings that. I thought he was impressive last week. One or two Liverpool fans have been unsure about him, but he gets after the ball, he wins the ball back for the team, and also can pick a pass, which is something they don't do enough of.
So your question, is it a good thing for the manager if he's got someone stepping into the void, the supposed void that's there with Salah not scoring goals? What you're talking about there, that's a team that wins trophies. A team that's relying on one or two people to get the goals doesn't win the trophies. Everyone's got to chip in. Not everyone plays a good game every week they go out, and that's where Liverpool are right now. And I think no doubt we'll touch on it as well. The question to Firmino, what's the difference now to last year? Just two players, a centre half and a proper goalkeeper. And they're not going to be far away in both competitions this year.